Yes, people, you're
Oh my
welcome
God.
back to the one and one on Waiting Day Radio. And just before our break, we're talking to the superstar DJ Big N. So for most of you that are just joining us now, he's just been telling us the journey so far from humble beginnings to the superstar DJ that he is today, the household name. So welcome back, DJ Big N. Thanks, bro. Welcome back, DJ Big N. Nice one. So yeah, we're talking about the life of the career, you going up to Philly, and for everyone out there, we know sometimes there is sometimes faced with challenge. So what would you say has been the lowest part of your career so far? Share with
us. I'd say, to be honest, it's a transition phase, moving back and starting afresh, in Nigeria. I think that's really the lowest time. Because I vowed to myself I'll never see anything as low again. I just see them as experience and lesson. So for me, it was that 2 years trying to find my feet, trying to accept the change in culture and adapt to things that I wasn't used to. So yeah, and I found out that if you can't really enjoy it, but I decided that while I joined them, I don't understand that this wasn't the way. So yeah, that's what
Alright, nice. Okay, how was COVID? I know like it's been a very tough year for everyone. I know we're coming up to the end of the whole So in terms of this whole COVID, how do you think it would have impacted not just your career in terms of the entertainment scene or Afrobeats in general? What are your thoughts about it?
I mean, I'd like to say that every single sector, most sectors took a big hit, but in terms of entertainment in Afrobeat, in Nigeria, so to speak, or in Africa, I feel like it was something that we're not ready for. Nobody saw it coming. But there was no handbook, there was no precautionary measures. It just came, took us by storm. Many of us had to cut jobs. Many of us had to cut paychecks. A lot of things, a lot of a lot of adaptation on the go has needed to happen. Like I for one would have done at least 40 to 50 gigs this year.
Whoa.
I probably have done like 10
Right.
or 7 because some of them are even virtual. So you need to harness new technology in terms of Afro. We need to look at the technological aspect of things as opposed to the practical aspect because nobody's coming to any shows. Nobody's coming to any venues, you know what I'm saying? So we need to look for alternate revenue generating methods. Do you understand me? So, I mean, all the artists who were booked this year to headline shows, they all got canceled. Like I said, my shows got canceled in Las Vegas as well.
Oh.
So it's something that we have to get used to. We need to come up, sit down, and that's the reason why I started my IG Live. I was one of the first few people who started it in Nigeria.
Yeah,
I saw this pandemic. I saw this pandemic coming. I knew that people were going to be locked down.
Right.
And I've watched a lot of situations where people are locked in jail and music is their escape. I watch a lot of films.
Okay.
I said, these people need to be serviced with good music. So I started IG Live. Now, IG, I spoke to somebody who worked with Facebook and they were supposed to monetize IG later. I don't know if it started. It started on the beta module where, you can buy comments priority.
Okay.
You can buy badges so you can be seen, and that gets split between you and Facebook. Also, ads play between your IG lives so you can get revenue, but it's not started yet. But then again, at the tail end of our IG live sessions, which was like October, we started having problems with
stuff. I think they were
copyright issues. Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember. So a lot of songs used to cut us off, and that never used to happen back in the day. So we're moving to Twitch now to see if we can gather a fan base. It's crazy, but we need to harness this technology and tap from it and generate revenue. So that's the next step if it continues this way.
Okay, I like that because we've kind of seen the weaknesses and we're looking to convert them to strength. So like you said, harness technology, and definitely that's the way forward. Okay, let's come off the COVID situation now. What's your relationship with other DJs? Because we notice there's always this friendly banter or rivalry amongst DJs. Who's the best? We used to see it back in the States where you
Yeah, I mean,
come out and banter. So, what's your relationship with other superstar DJs?
I mean, we don't necessarily. Well, ideally we should be friends, but since that's not the way it is, I just feel like we could be cordial. There's no need to be backbiting anybody. I feel like even you can't play all the gigs in the world.
Definitely.
You can't. Even if I leave you alone and I say I don't want to be a DJ, you can't play all the gigs, and that's why I keep telling every DJ. So once you come to terms with to understand that, you understand that the sky is big enough for everybody. A lot of people just tend to. The DJ industry is very, very toxic.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you, it's very toxic. Everybody seems to be on the lane.
Relationship then. That's what.
Well, because they call me Jesus Christ. Yeah, they say I want to be Jesus because I'm always trying to bring left and right together. Everybody's not fighting. Everybody's fighting with this person. I'm trying to be in the middle till I got burnt myself. But I didn't get burnt because when you get burnt, when you expect too much from people, I don't expect too much from people. I don't expect anything from people. So if you end up becoming a saint or you end up becoming nice, I think that's a checklist. That's one on your checklist. Like, there's a big up for you. So ultimately, I just feel like everybody can be cordial. We don't need to hi. I don't need to know your last name.
Yeah.
When we see, let's be respectful. And people need to understand that because, to be honest with you, I keep telling them, I'm that kind of person where it's either I'm very nice or I'm really very, very, very aggressive. So you don't want to see the other side. Like I just try to be let's be cordial.
Okay, good stuff. Yeah, I think for me, I think sometimes it's all about passion. So when people have got too much passion, they tend to clash without realizing. But like you said, it's good. Like let's keep it cordial. Everyone do their own thing. Okay, nice one. So tell me, how's it been with like you've had a few you got a lot of bangers with a few artists. So how do you manage being a DJ? Writing your songs, producing, and getting the artists to jump on it. So tell us, your listeners want to know, like, how have you done this?
It's all timing. It's all timing and vibe. I'm gonna have a song coming out with David in like 3-4 weeks. I've known David for like 10 years, but we just got the song ready. We did the song during the pandemic, so it's all about timing. I'm David's friend. I'm Whiskey's friend. I'm Burner's friend. I know them. I won't say my friends, but I know them. We're cordial and everything. So you have to just get them at the right time. When I did the track with Burner. Shout out to Burner. When I did the track with Burner came through to the studio. Although I couldn't see when I was in the studio because that place was smoked the hell out. I couldn't see it was up in smoke. But I know that he laced the track for me and it was like, big end. It's you, and I was very happy. I was very, very, very happy. So Whiskey pulled up for the video shoot. It's just all about timing, it's all about vibes.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So with most of the artists you've worked with so far, who would you say, what was your favorite moment? I know like just like what you're saying is the timing. So I can imagine these brothers are always busy and just like, okay, bro, can you
apart from Don Jazzy, because Don Jazzy is my brother, so I can't really call him there because now we see every day. For me it was David, because David and Whiskey as well. David, I had to send him a message. I said, guy, what's up now? I read the track. Say, yeah, I know say don't take. So it's him. What did you do today? I said, David, don't be silly. Come on, like it's a lockdown. City's on lock, like grade A lockdown, like 10 o'clock curfew. He said, don't worry. David sent me a truck of mobile policemen to carry me from my house to the studio. He was there from 9 p.m. till 7 a.m. No artist has done that for me before.
Oh, shout out to David.
I was just voiced it. Yeah, you hear the track, bro.
That's cool. Okay, so we're looking forward to that. You're gonna let it out. What's the title, or is it gonna be a surprise? Or
it's called Door, Door. But you're the first person I'm telling. So this is an exclusive. Actually, I've never said it before. It's called Door.
Shout out to our listeners. You heard it from the big man himself. So watch the space by DJ Big M. Door. So let's keep watching the space and don't change the dial as well. Right. Right. In terms of your slogan, when you're big, I beg. Is that very kept slogan? And I've always liked that. So who came about with that? Did you point it out? Was it a fan? Was it like your who came up with
it was Don Jazzy. So my first was Don Jazzy that gave me that slogan. When I was doing my first record with Whiskey, the singing part of me wanted to come back in again, and I wanted to start singing. I guess it was like, you know what, you've already said you're not a singer, you're a DJ. You know, you don't need to sing. Just say something. I mean, you're big. I mean, when you're big, you're big. I'm like, ooh, I like that.
I like that.
And I took it and ran away with it.
Yeah. And when I listen to your,
it's a prophecy. When you. For me, it's a prophecy. Like when you keep saying it, it just shows you how there's so much to conquer, and you would always be big. It's a saying in the present. It's not when you were big. It's not when you would be big. It's when you are big. So you keep saying it's a prophecy for now. It's deep. It's deep.
Oh, nice. I see you're very, listening to you now, I see you're a very kind of spiritual kind of guy. Like you said, it's the power.
I am, bro. I am.
So would you ever think about going into gospel? Yeah. Like, Afrobeats is like your bread and butter now. I see that you're deep-rooted Christian.
I mean,
tell us.
For me, we're going to sign a gospel artist very soon, so that's not far-fetched. We've always wanted to, make sure that angle is covered. So yeah, there's a girl who we're looking at, and I mean, Afrobeat is, gospel is very, very, it takes you to another level. Gospel that's done well, it takes you to another level because that takes you spiritual faster, that makes you, elevates you faster,
All right.
So yes, I don't mind that, yeah.
Oh, that's good. So apart from Afrobeats, if you're not playing Afrobeats, like what other genre would you say you like?
I play every genre, bro. I started in London with house music, so when I moved from Coventry to London, just before I left, I got a residency in Leicester Square. Oh. Was it Leicester Square or Covent Garden? Hold on. Well, it's one of the same thing. I think it was Covent Garden. I was still in that club again. Anyway, yeah. So I got a residency. I used to play Fridays there, and it was strictly house music. So I started with house music. Then before I moved to Nigeria, it was EDM. I started with Afrobeat. Came back to a niche business in Victoria Island. I needed to play strictly house. So I played house, played Afrobeat, hip hop. Then now, South African, I'm on piano. South African house is killing it. So we're back on that. We're back on that. So.
Okay. So have you thought, because obviously early part of your of the interview, you told us how you love beats and all of that. So have you thought about that fusion between Afro beats and house, maybe that Afro house sort of vibe?
That's exactly what the South Africans are doing. That is exactly what a lot of people are doing right now. You see, Davido has done it with Friends. He's done it with CK. His Faust has done it with Squander. Niniola has done it with Look Like Me. Fino has done it. Fino and Kivas have done it with Highway. Kid Dominant has done it with E-Wallet. And these are hits. These are all hits in Nigeria right now. Right. So we will get there. I just need it to be very good, to be honest. If it's not good, then it's pointless.
All right. So basically, we're seeing that evolution of Afro beats going into Afro house now. So
yeah.
And it's definitely a thing to reckon with. Okay, that's cool. Right. Okay. So another thing I wanted to find out. So in terms of the artists, like from Tiwa Savage and Mavin, if you had the opportunity to tour with any other DJ, any other artist, would you consider that, or you're just tied to Mavin at the moment, and you build that family?
I mean, I've gone on a mini tour with Kiss Daniel before. We went to Uganda. Where did we go? Some African country. We're supposed to go to Turkey as well. But yeah, I can do whatever I want. I can be with who I want. I can go. I think I've DJed for, who else have I DJed for? Timaya as well in New York. So if I want to do it, I'll do it. But I mean, maybe his family. But any other person would be David, because I know he's crazy. I know that brings out the craziness in me. I just don't want to DJ. I want to be able to jump on stage while I'm an entertainer, not just a DJ. I want to be able to actualize my dream on stage. I want to DJ with one hand. I want to control the crowd with one hand. I want to come there, make people understand that fat niggas can jump and dance, So basically that.
Oh, great stuff. And we know you got a great fan base. We know during the NSAS you were actively involved, and a lot of us out here in the diaspora as well, we did our part. And talk us through about that moment, and being a Nigerian youth yourself with a lot of dreams, and just seeing that kind of thing, because we saw that you actually hosted quite a few.
It was beyond NSAS. So if you go down to my page, I never deleted anything. If you go down to my page, scroll all the way down for 4 years. I've always been actively speaking against bad governance.
Right.
I've always been actively speaking against oppression. I've actively been speaking against common sense not being common. You know,
Right.
I don't understand why things shouldn't work if you have people who are supposed to make it work there. It's not like the position is empty. Just run the tap. Why you switching off the tap? Run the tap so that water can come in.
That's
So I don't understand that till
Like
tomorrow. I don't understand if it's cursed, if you're cursed, or we just are okay with mediocrity. And I said to them, the law of elasticity, I keep saying it since 4 years ago, the law of elasticity would apply very soon. And that's what happened.
It happened.
It's like you take a rubber band, right? You
Mm.
stretch a rubber band. There's a threshold of that rubber band. There's a way you will stretch that rubber band till it reaches a point, either it breaks or it comes back with so much force.
Is that what you mean?
Either of the two is resistance.
Mm.
So that's exactly what happened to Nigerians. You
It
know,
was about
they
time,
reached a
baby.
point. Yeah, they reached a elasticity point where they were like, you know what, we can't take this anymore. You know, unfortunately, they didn't handle it well because they've not been through that before. It's a nascent, fairly nascent. We've not had successful protests before, so they really didn't handle that well. If in hindsight, we could have done things better. We could have given them time to dialogue and come back. But you see, we didn't, so we messed it up, which is fine. But for the fact that people can come together, irrespective of color, tribe, background, religious beliefs, which parent is telling you what not, don't go and be with this person. It was beautiful. I like the fact that I was able to ask somebody, do you know what this person's tribe is beside you? And he says, I don't care. I was happy to ask this person, are you a Muslim or a Christian? He said, but waiting now on me. Is that why we're here? I like that. I like the fact that people actually genuinely came through to say, we've had enough. We've had enough. And I like the fact that people don't understand what we've done. They think it's just a waste. No, we've been able to, educate people that these same people that are telling you to pay 5,000 naira, their children are not here to go and fight, scatter about.
Yeah,
they should bring their children. If their children are in the mix, no problem. Go ahead, the money. Let's do that. But as long as you don't see any of their family member, it means that the place is not conducive for them, their blood. Why are they sending you? This 5,000 that I give you now, in 1 meal, it can finish. But can I tell you that I can empower you by making sure that you have those meals ready
all the time?
You know, all the time, rather than just it being one. So I like the fact that the message was passed across. The EndSARS was hijacked clearly.
It was
clearly hijacked by the government by infiltrating us with some thugs and rogues. We had a protest for almost 20 days. No hijack. All of a sudden, somebody comes and you say we hijack. Nah, crap.
It was a very difficult moment. It's still a difficult moment, and we know that music unifies people. So you, as an entertainer, how do you want to carry on that mantra? Like in terms, like with the whole with the whole BLM thing, we see.
I mean, it will come back. It will come back. It's just making sure you keep on, at every interval you can. Like my page, always preach the gospel of goodness. Always preach what is right. If you stand for something, preach it. You can't just you can't just stand and be on the fence. It's not gray. I don't like gray areas. It's either black or white, and you should be able to call it out, because what makes a man is the ability to say what he says and stand by his word.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, and that's I respect people like that till tomorrow. I respect people wholeheartedly. Like, they have my utmost respect. You might be wrong, but you stood for what you believe in. I like that. Don't be a feather. You fly here, because that's how you get used, and that's how you get roped into crap. So we keep on pushing. We move, as we say, we move.
Yeah, we move. For those of you just joining us on one-on-one, we've got our superstar DJ Big N, and he's just talking us through about all he's been doing, even outside of music and all of that. The brother is really spiritual. He's also an activist, so do follow his page as well, at DJ Big N. So DJ Big N, tell us, apart from music now, let's come off music and your career. What are your interests or hobbies? So if you weren't a DJ, what would you have been doing right now?
To be honest, I'll be in the oil and gas sector. I'll continue my oil and gas dream. But I mean, I have other businesses. I'm a contractor. I do government contracts, and I do it well. I also have a little insurance brokerage firm I run.
Oh, brilliant!
It was handed down to me from my dad, by my dad. Yeah. So that's on the side. FX as well. I do FX as well.
Okay.
So that's on the side. I do that. So, I mean, like I said, maybe one way they lead go house. You have to keep looking.
Different ways. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, that's good to know. So, what would be your advice to our listeners? You know, that looking at you and saying, "Boy, you know, I love his success story. You know, I want to be a superstar DJ. I want to work with big names. You know, what would be your advice?"
I mean, I always tell people, you know, for me, I've reached a certain level now where people want to find me, right? I never understood the concept because I used to want to find big men. I used to want to always be in front of people. Hey, Baba, hear me out. And I've reached that level where my DM is full, my phone. As I'm talking to you now, I've had almost 11 missed calls.
Right.
I can see them on the top there, right? Missed WhatsApp calls. Now, I said to myself, because as the year goes by, the attention span is getting lower. People don't have time anymore. You have to, you see, there's a call coming in again. You have to always have to make sure you have a competitive advantage, right? Now, it's not about going to school. It's about, I keep saying, educate yourself. When I say education, everybody says, oh, Baba, school is not for everybody. Education is not just, school is a building.
Definitely.
You have to educate your mind. There's different ways to educate your mind. If it's research, if it's online, always be abreast of what is happening and what has happened. So you are knowledgeable about how you speak on certain stuff, and people will now want to hear you out. And I can now also say, I trust this guy to speak on my behalf about this thing, or I trust this guy to speak about my company. I trust him to speak. You know, it's just being able to amass knowledge and compartmentalize it the right way.
Right.
You know, so when you do that, you're ready to take over the world. Because for me, I don't feel like you should just go and they say, oh, you know, do what you want to do. You want to be a footballer. Yeah, but you have to have, how can you want to buy a Bentley, but you're going to a Toyota showroom? So you have to know about what you're going to do.
Mindset, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, you got to train your mind. It's that simple.
All right, so for our listeners, you heard it from the big man himself. So his advice, and this is how you gotta make that dream turn into that vision, you know. So so Big N, as a Niger guy, you know, with all your tours, I know you know you be eating different types of food. Tell us, the listeners want to know, what is DJ Big N's favorite food? Whoa.
Big N's first food, yeah, okay. my best food is actually, funny enough, two things. I can't just tell you one. The first one is jollof rice with rotten plantain. That plantain has to be almost spoiled.
Yeah, really?
Black one. If it's not spoiled, not hard one. If it's not almost spoiled, like mushy. Those, I don't know if you know them ones.
Yeah, that one.
Really soft.
Okay. Right.
That one, and goat meat. So with the sauce, if you can give me that, you want my heart. Or pounded yam.
Yeah.
Oha soup.
Oha. I take you from the east. That's an eastern delicacy.
Yeah,
in Nigeria.
Yes, oha soup, fresh one. My brother, I'm gone.
We're hearing it from the big man himself. All right, nice one. So just before we let you go, bro, you got a very busy schedule, and once again, thanks for honoring our invitation. So so we just want you to give a shout out to Waiting Day, and you know, let the folks out there know the experience. Well, you know, just give us a shout out.
Yeah, let me get up for this. You know, yo, people, what up? I go by the name DJ Big N. You already know what time it is. When you are big, I beg. Shout out to Waiting Day Radio. It's been nice. It's been crisp. It's been wonderful having you guys. You know, it's not every time I get to do this. I've not done interviews in a long time. We get busy sometimes, but this is La Familia. You know, check them out. Always stay locked on. There's no other place you can go. It's Corona season, baby. We out.
Right. Thanks a lot, Big N. It's been a pleasure, bro. And just keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring us. And for those of you, just remember, Big N has told you the way to be big. You know, like he says, when you're big, you're bigger. But it's all about your mindset. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep doing this. It's one-on-one on Waiting Day Radio, where we bring out the legends. Same time next Sunday. Tune in again at 7 p.m. GMT. Peace and love. Thanks, Big N. Respect, large, bro.
Bless up, brother.
Bless up.
All right, bro.